My son came down for breakfast with both hands wrapped in duct tape, grinning, and told me his gym coach said this was how you toughen your grip for real men. I almost dropped my coffee. Eli's 7. I asked him to hold still and let me look, and when I peeled the edge back, a strip of skin came with it and he screamed. The tape wasn't just wound around his hands, he'd been sleeping in it. His fingers had gone a color fingers should never be, cold and dusky at the tips, and he couldn't wiggle them. Who told you to do this? I asked, trying to keep my voice level. Coach Merrick. He said champions tape up the night before a test so your hands get strong. He gave me and Dylan the role. He said it proudly, like he'd earned a gold star. I know a little about circulation, enough to know tape that tight, left on for hours, cuts off blood flow, and that after long enough tissue starts to die. I got scissors and tried to cut it away, but the tape had bonded to the raw skin underneath and every snip made him howl. His hands were swelling around the edges of the tape like dough. That's when I stopped trying to be gentle and got him in the car. The waiting room went quiet when we walked in, everyone staring at this little boy holding up 2 purple tape-mummied hands. I told the front desk it was possible tissue death, loss of circulation, a kid please. The intake nurse handed me a clipboard and told me to have a seat. A clipboard. I said the word circulation 3 more times. She said the doctor would call us when it was our turn. We sat. Eli was crying quietly now, the scary kind of quiet, saying his hands felt far away. I was 1 more minute from screaming when he suddenly wailed that his fingers were going numb all the way to the wrist. I stood up and told the desk we needed someone right now, that I was watching my son lose feeling in real time. A doctor came through the doors, took 1 look at the tape and the color of Eli's fingertips, and his whole face changed. How long has this been on? Since bedtime, I said. Maybe 10 hours. He called for someone to bring cutting shears and told me they'd have to sedate Eli to get it off without tearing more skin. As they wheeled him back, I sat down and it hit me like ice water. Eli said Dylan got a roll too. I called Dylan's mom with shaking hands. The second she picked up, she was already crying. The school had just called, told her to come get Dylan immediately. Wouldn't say why. I told her what I knew. She dropped the phone. I drove to the school while Eli was in surgery because I could not sit still. I found Coach Merrick loading a gym bag into his trunk, and the second he saw my face, he knew. Your son taped his hands, I said. You gave him the roll. He didn't even look guilty. He got defensive. I saw an athlete online do grip conditioning. These kids are soft. If he was dumb enough to sleep in it, that's on how he was raised. He actually said that. About a 7-year-old. I was 1 breath from putting him through his own car window when a second ambulance turned into the lot. The front doors opened, and the school nurse came out steadying Dylan and 2 other little boys, all of them cradling wrapped, discolored hands, all of them crying. Dylan's mom came flying across the lot screaming his name, saw Merrick edging toward his car door and pointed. That's him! He told my baby to do this! Merrick fumbled his keys. He didn't get the door open. 2 officers who'd already been called had him against the trunk before the engine turned over and read him his rights with his cheek flat on the metal. They rushed all 4 boys to the hospital. The doctors worked for hours. Nobody died. But the tissue damage was too far gone in places. Between them, the boys lost parts of 6 fingers, and Eli will never fully close his right hand again. He asked me last week very seriously if he was still going to be strong. I told him he was already the strongest person I knew. What's the most dangerous thing an adult ever told your kid to do?